Whenever you're going for an interview or any company, don't be afraid of how many rounds it would be. Vegetarian customer who has been given or who has been served a non-vegetarian meal, so how are you going to tackle that particular situation? I'll tell you one secret. I'm making this particular video in USA right now, which is Washington DC. If you ever heard about the White House, so in that particular city I am in right now. In this particular video, we're going to discuss all about the British Airways, the current interview, and what other rounds you're going to encounter in this particular interview. Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. My name is Vinayak Madan and you are watching Do It My Way. So guys, I'm back again with a very important topic, because right now the current interviews are going, which are Singapore Airlines, British Airways. Before starting this particular video, I would like to request you to please subscribe this channel, because it really gives me a lot of motivation to make such videos, because right now I am in USA, which is Washington DC. Guys, please request you to please subscribe this channel, because I was going through my the graph. I've seen people are not subscribing and they're getting a lot of information. So please guys, it just takes a little second, I know that, but still, if you really support me, I will show you what next level content I can make it for you. So guys, let's get started. So guys, before starting this video, I would like to tell you that the information which I'm going to give you in this particular video is all genuine. Why I'm saying that? Because I have discussed with one of my subscriber who has already gone through this particular process, and he has told me each and everything so that I can assist each one of you who are watching me on this particular channel. So guys, technically he applied for the British Airways interview the way I told you in the video, and the way, the method, the things which you need to attach in that particular email. And after that particular email sent to the company, they reverted them around 4 to 5 days, which took you can say less than a week, right? So it was a very fast revert. And in that particular email, so they told that you now have to go through the assessment, which is an online assessment. So now one very important question which arises: what is exactly this online assessment test? So as per the information, or as per the knowledge which I have received from my subscriber, because he went through all the process, so I trusted him, and that is why I'm making this video, because he is a genuine person. So what exactly he told me is that in this particular round, they'll be asking you general questions, nothing technical questions, not such like that, but the questions will be based on the journal base plus situation based. So now many people will tell me that, sir, you just have to make a video on what type of question will be asked. So I'm just clearing you right now. The situation based is itself tells you that it will be based on all the situations. So guys, technically, if you remember, if you have given that Virgin Atlantic interview, so in that particular interview, all the questions, you can say 80 to 90% of the questions were situation based, how you think. So eventually, if you see, these questions do not have any negative or a positive answer. You can say not a right or a wrong answer, but this is how you think. For example, there is a situation which arises in the flight, that a vegetarian customer who has been given or who has been served a non-vegetarian meal. So how are you going to tackle that particular situation? For example, one person is Vinayak and other person is Rahul, or you can say XYZ. If Rahul is watching my video, he will say, why you including me in this particular video? So I will take one person as Vinayak and other person is XYZ. So in this particular situation, one person can get stressed, and second person can become very calm, and he knows how to tackle it, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. But in this particular situation, the vegetarian and non-vegetarian thing, obviously, if I'm not eating beef, if I'm being served beef, so this is connected to my religious or customs. So what I'm gonna do is, one person can call the senior in that particular situation, and second person might take care of that situation himself or herself. So this is how. So these all are situation based. All depends upon how you use your mind, how you work on that particular situations, rather than getting stressed. So I would suggest you one thing: before starting this particular video assessment test, you might take a very quiet room, and you should not get any distractions, and you should use the wired headphones, because if you talk about the Bluetooth headphones, there's a slight difference about the about the voice which has been which comes from the video interview, or you can say the other channel. It reaches a little bit late. So I would suggest you to use the wired headphones. I know it's an old mantra, but still it will be very, very helpful for you. So guys, after you're successful in this particular online assessment test, now is the time to jump into virtual assessment. So now you will be getting an email by the company saying that please book your date and time for the virtual assessment test. Now again the same question arises, what is virtual interview? So guys, now I will say and repeat same thing which I just told you a minute back, that it all depends upon how you speak, what tone you use, and what are the words you speak, what grammatical errors you make, and how well you inculcate view good things or your mind, your ideas in that particular interview. So technically you just don't have to cram anything, you don't have to learn anything from the YouTube or Vinayak. It's just about your confidence, how less nervous you get in that particular interview, that really matters. So according to what information I have received is that in virtual interview they will again ask you the basic questions, but now these basic questions will be all based upon your CV, which is known as resume, right? So please go through your resume very, very nicely, and they might ask you why you want to join British Airways, because they also know that there are a number of opportunities. If we talk about Qatar Airways, if we talk about Emirates, if we talk about Cathay Pacific, if we talk about Etihad, if we talk about Riyadh is coming, XYZ Airlines as well. So they want to know what you know about British Airways, and they might ask you. I'm not saying they will ask, but you just have to prepare yourself beforehand. So technically why I'm saying that, just be very, very careful, because these companies hire very less. So nobody's aware that they might have changed, they might change their process of the interview process, or they might inculcate or add few things or remove few things. So it's better to get prepared for it. So the basic questions will be asked based upon your CV, which is known as resume. Plus, might ask you why you want to join British Airways, what you know about British Airways, and they might ask you about the languages you speak. Yes, because many people were asking, sir, I don't know about Telugu language, so it's better to learn, it's better to understand what language you speak. Try to learn about the simple language, like if you are a Hyderabad base, if you want only Indian base, so you can just try to learn few basic things about Telugu, and you can say that I am a learner, I'm learning Telugu language, but I'm very proficient, or even very my proficiency level of speaking and writing and reading in English and Hindi is quite well. So simultaneously I'm also studying Telugu, so that I can be a good fit into this particular interview. So guys, what I want to say is that please go confident, let nervousness go away. I'm not saying you will not get nervous. If I get into any interview, I will also get nervous, because this is something very, very, very common these days, right? We are human beings, so we tend to get nervous. My subscriber, he chose around 6th of December, if I still remember date, and the time slot was almost 11 to 12 AM, or I guess PM, right? So this is how you have to understand, and always give the interviews, be mindful that the interviews will be, the slot will be all based upon the country which you're taking in. For example, the British timings or these things, just be mindful of selecting the slot. So guys, last but not the least, I wanted to mention one thing. Whenever you're going for an interview or any company, don't be afraid of how many rounds it would be, or really 7 rounds or really 6 rounds. Doesn't matter. If you're a very confident person, if you have that level of maturity to give answers, I don't think so 6 or 7 rounds can put you back, right? So please go confident, go in a very, very proper manner, and please wear good uniform. You can say the attire of the business attire should be good, so that people should not again ask me, sir, what should I wear, should I do shaving, and all those things. Guys, when you're getting, or when you're stepping into this hospitality sector, so first thing first, you have to look good, plus you need to shave, you need to dress properly. So please wear proper attire and just go for the interview, right? So guys, this was all from this particular video. So guys, a British Airways interview, please be mindful of giving this particular interview, because Indian base, at the end of the day, you will be staying in India. I'll see you in the next particular video with the informative and the fruitful knowledge. Till then, bye bye, take care, and Shabba Khair.